trying to still wrap my head around like who God is and where He is and what He is, and it's something that I will not understand for the rest of my life. But I think part of being a Christian is the journey and figuring out who God is.
Well, I feel like God can be described as a lot of things, but for me, He's like the ultimate best friend.
God really kind of embodies a desire to learn in me. He's just the creator, and so the question I ask is why. So He's the answer to why, but I guess it's just a lifelong pursuit finding out who He really is.
In a way, He's kind of like a father figure, someone you can go to when you need help, someone who understands you, who's always there when you want.
I believe that God is love.
I mean, music was always my passion. I mean, like, ever since I started playing guitar, it was like the mainstream. Like, I enjoyed it, but like now, since I'm decent at the music portion, like the easiest way for me, like I can't really talk about the Bible like that. I kind of feel weird talking about that. It feels like it's not me, but like if I do it through music, I feel more into it, like getting more sense to make it closer.
And even the kids I teach, seeing them and how it brightens their day, and how you can see God's love through their movement.
God is going to bring peace and love to the world through us. Like, He's not going to come down and make it change magically. We have to do it.
God has been on my thoughts a lot through like my transition between high school and college, and I want to do what's right according to God, and I know that He will get me through everything, like being nervous, making the right choices, like choosing the right friends. And I know that like any situation that I go through, that God's there for me.
Without God, my desire to learn and my curiosity about the world around me wouldn't be as fueled as it is.
That made me realize that it's not just us. We're not living by ourselves. We have to live for something more significant than us. And I don't know, it made me like want to be involved and want to be more Christian-like.
I've been a part of the church ever since I was born. I feel whenever I come to church that it's not like I'm leaving my house to go to church. I'm coming home, kind of in a way. Because I feel sometimes I think of all the adults here as, you know, like other parents, because I can feel like I can go to them with anything. Like if I have an issue, if I have something that I'm struggling with, if I have a joy that I want to share, I know that I can come to the church and share it.
It's comforting because they're there to support you when you're hard times. They always ask you about your life, and I just feel like the church, unlike school or work, they understand you more, and it's more like a second family.
He came to me in the form of my sister, and he came to me in the form of Sean. Sean Facebook messaged me about the topic, asking me like who I thought God was, and I was like, all right, I'm open to discussing this.
Okay, so when I went on Appalachia Service Project, I wasn't expecting it to be like hit me as hard as it did, because like I'd never really seen people who had been so, I don't know, like alone, and they just seemed hopeless, and for us to come in there and help them, they were really grateful about it, so yeah.
Well, the easiest way for me to show passion for God is basically just playing the worship songs. Like just even getting up at like Saturday night, like just standing up there. A lot of people tell me I'm more, like with some songs I'm more into it, because like they call them like my songs. Like I Am Free, I'll be singing all the time and stuff. But with those, it basically, I feel more like, I feel happy. I don't feel like tied down by anything. I feel more free and actually enjoy myself more.
I do like the morning groups we have, our small group, our senior groups. I do feel like we challenge each other in a way, and we always come back to share what we've done, like our goals. And it's in a smaller setting, it's more comfortable, and I think I appreciate that more. It's been such a big environment since I'm used to that. Also, the liturgical dance has, I don't know, given me a place to show my passion and share it with others, which I think is beautiful.
I feel safe here because it shouldn't be like this. Like, you should see the church everywhere, you should see Christianity everywhere, but when you come to the church, it's people who are not going to judge you, who are understanding that you're going through the same struggle as they are, that you're kind of together in searching for God, and that's comforting.
I wake up every day thankful for everything God has given me, and in that way I feel like it, changed perspective of life, and just knowing that God always has a plan throughout my day. I don't know, you feel Him really close, even though I know sometimes I don't feel Him there. I know He's there. He always has a plan, and He's like a best friend, always there if I need Him.
It got to the point where I was sitting in Trinity House in December after this whole faith journey had kind of progressed a little more, and I heard her making a speech about her faith journey, and I just almost broke down crying because it was just so profound.
Well, when I was younger, like, all my friends were from the church, and still, I have a lot of friends that I had since I was little, and hopefully those relationships will last, forever.
The homeless people that we found in the Washington, D.C. trip, they were also like at the bottom. They had nothing, and for us to come in there and give them blankets and socks and food and whatever we could give them, they were grateful for that too. And I don't know, and to see other people help them too. I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it. You have to experience it for yourself.
See the light.